Hello! Today we're going to change the front brakes on a 2006 Dodge Charger Police Special. It's a cop car. Old cop car, 2006. Cop car from Texas. Driven like they stole it. So the anti-rattle clips on the brakes are not doing their job, and they're rattling when I go over a bump. Plus the brakes are worn at an uneven pattern, so I'm going to change the brakes, change the anti-rattle clips. You can also get the anti-rattle clips I found on Amazon.com. They're like 13-14 bucks just for the clips. If you try to buy the clips at a parts store, they won't let you do that. You got to buy the whole brake assembly, which you should change when you change the brakes. So I like to use the jack that comes with the car. There's a slot underneath, perfect fit, everything works great. Got a wrench that goes on the lug nuts. The lug nuts are torqued to 110 foot-pounds, which is stated in the book. This one right here, you should get one. Has a lot of great ideas. Not everything, but at least it gives you the basic outline of what you're going to do with pictures. So again, we're going to change the brakes. Lug nuts are at 110 foot-pounds, which you need to use a torque wrench when you put them back on. Okay, I'm going to finish jacking up the car, taking off the wheel. Do it in a staggered pattern, if you didn't already know that. Staggered pattern is you start on a bolt and you skip one, do that one, skip one, do that one. Then you go to the one that you skipped, and the one that you skipped, and then back to the original one that you started on. Get them all loose, then finish jacking it up, then take them all off, then pull the tire. We're going to do that right now. I only got one hand. Okay, the brake fluid reservoir is behind the shock tower in the front, underneath this plate right here. Come on, get up there. Oh, bitch, I think I broke it. Oh well, anyway, that's where it goes. It's under there. Okay, now we got it jacked up there. And I put a jack stand underneath the subframe over there. Just a really good idea. And then set the jack down a little bit to put the pressure on the jack stand, which is right there. And then what we got to do next is, well, get the tire off. That's what it looks like with the tire off. Weird lighting, sorry about that. Okay. So what we have to do is take out this bolt, so we can pivot this whole thing back up, and then pull some brake fluid out of the reservoir, crush the caliper with a C-clamp and a board, and that'll push fluid back up the system. That's why I have to drain some out of the reservoir. And then lift this up and pull the brakes out and stuff, which we'll get to in a sec. So I sprayed it with the Lock Ease. This stuff, where'd it go? Hello? There it is. This stuff, PB penetrating catalyst, works good. So I sprayed it on top and bottom. This is the top bolt right here. Let's see if I get a better look at it. I don't know, the lighting is terrible. So there's the top bolt, same on the bottom. And that's the caliper. And those are the brakes in the background. I'm going to pull this thing apart a little bit. I got to let that catalyst work, break free some of those sticky bolts. Okay, so I let the tired bolt lock stuff work. The PB catalyst on this bolt here. It's a 1/2 inch. I'm using a 6-sided socket. It'll grip better. A regular wrench, and my big MF bar I put on top here, and then I can use it to wrench a little bit harder. Again, that's a 1/2 inch bolt, and this here that you're supposed to support is like a 17.5. I can't find a wrench, American or metric, that fits that, so it must be some kind of special wrench. And I supported it using a jack stand, this little foam shim there, hard foam shim, just to make it perfect. And then I was able to wrench this off. Whee! All right. Okay, well, I loosened the top and the bottom bolt. Where am I? Oh, I got weird things going on here. Hang on. There we go. Huh? Okay. I loosened up both bolts. I took that one out. It's that little dude right down there. But there's also another bolt right here, which has to come off, which holds on the brake lines. And I can't pull this off without taking off that bolt, which is a number 10 right there, number 10. Beep. So that has to come off before I can pivot this stuff out. All right. Am I zoomed in? Yeah. Okay. Take two. Okay, I got that bolt out. There's the back side of it. Right there. That's the back of it. The book doesn't say anything about taking that off, but apparently you have to. Takes off this brake line assembly right here. And then hook it up with a wire. I got baling wire holding this top piece up. There's the caliper that you have to compress back in, if they're even any good anymore. And we'll find out. Okay, now the book says to pull out these guide pins. This is where the bolt that holds the caliper on goes in. And they go in here. Joink in there, and they go in here, down there. Those are the ones you supported while you were loosening the nuts. Those little guys down there. They say take them out, clean them, and put some high temp grease on it, which I'm gonna do. So those they just slide right out. They're in a little rubber boot, and they go. Where am I? And they go in and out. Just pull them right out, gentle like. And then clean them and re-grease them and put them back in. Alright, I pulled out the brakes. Alright, this is the caliper I have suspended on a baling wire, a coat hanger, whatever you got. This is what houses the brakes. This is the front, that's the back. These are the old brakes. These are the new brakes. There's really, like I say, not much wrong with the brake pads, but these anti-rattle clips didn't get changed last time, so I'm going to change those. This is a better look at them. They go right there. Where's my finger? They go right here, across here, and they fit in there like that. Well, fit in there like that. They go in like that. Okay. Also, taking this opportunity to paint the caliper with caliper paint that can handle the high temps. Painting it black. I don't know, black is chic. They also had bright orange, but that's for your rice rockets, and silver, which it already was, or turned kind of gray. So tarp everything off, and then spray paint that bad boy. So I went on a break for watching paint dry. Okay, there it is. Back on the car, all painted nice. Lighting's terrible. But what am I going to do with a shop light? Okay, there it is. Okay, there it is, all back on painted. I did have to compress it all the way back with a wood shim and a C-clamp. And now we're going to tighten it back up, supporting this nut here while you tighten that nut. Don't want that to spin while you're tightening that one. And same on the top. And then we'll got to put that little dude back on for the brake line. Okay. And there you have it. Remember to torque this bolt to 44 foot-pounds while supporting this bolt so it doesn't spin while you're torquing that to 44 foot-pounds. And don't forget the little bolt around the back that holds on the brake line. Put the tire back on, torque those to 110 foot-pounds, and you're done. Remember to support the hell out of your car. Thank you. So on the bolts, putting the tire back on, this is even if you have a flat. Of course, if you have a flat on the road, you don't have a torque bar. Probably. You can rent these at O'Reilly's. Set the dial to 110. I put it to like 112 because of the extension. And then tighten it down so you don't change it. And then go on a crisscross pattern. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, back to that one. And then push on it till it clicks. And you're there. Put the hubcap back on. Happy motoring.